Good morning, everyone. This is Anamika Bharali, and I'm here with my team, Saniya Kapur and Shruti Mundargi. We'll be giving a demo of our most recent project, PDF extraction and Q&A model. This is a app built specifically for the SEC website, and we'll be using all the forms and PDFs found on the SEC website. Shruti, go ahead and give the demo, please.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. So here you can see our Streamlit app, which is hosted on Streamlit Cloud. Now, like if we add any of the link that we want here, we will get, for example, if I add this link here and we choose the extraction method to be either PyPDF library or NuGet library, we will get the text extracted through that method. Let's try PyPDF first. So you can see here that we're getting the whole form that is present in this link here, and we can see that whole text. And now if I ask any question to the chatbot, it will give me the answer. Sanya, give me some interesting question.
Okay, let's see. My question is, what is the purpose of Form 10 and who is required to use it?
Okay, what is the purpose of form 10 and who is required to use it? And we get the answer to that particular question. And if we ask this form something which is very out of its context, it will return with the saying that it doesn't know the answer. Like, let me ask it, what is the color of the sky? And it doesn't know the answer, so it will say that. Here in our docs tab, you can also see that we have added like a comparison between NuGet and PyPDF, and how both of these libraries could be used, and both of these libraries have like what kind of things are uh, when should we use which kind of library. Like for example, we use PyPDF if we want to extract text heavy documents, and we can use NuGet in case we have to perform like heavy OCRs. So now this whole thing is being done. You like once we are getting it, the whole question answer part is being done using OpenAI. So let me take you to the OpenAI part and show you how we are going about it. Okay, the first step in our OpenAI project was to build the database. So here we have like extracted all the links that are present in this particular website. If you can see this website, you can see all the links that are here, and each and every form which has PDF in front of it is like what we want to extract. So we are using beautiful soup to extract all those links, as you can see here. And later on, after applying certain um, text extraction and regex, we are coming up with this data set which has information like form number, form description, form sec number, and particular PDF link of that form, like that. um so here we are like also like removing null values and cleaning our data set so that it can be ready to have questions and answers added to it. So after this data set is created, we go to the next form, which is creating question and answers. So here we are using OpenAI to create a function which gets the question based on the PyPDF, based on the text that has been extracted using PyPDF and NuGet. So this function is being used, and here you can see like it is creating different questions. So I had added a prompt that give me 3 questions based on these text, and according to the whole CSV file, and according to the text, it is giving me three questions for each and every row. And similarly, we've also asked OpenAI to give the answers to those respective questions, and so that we can create the final data set which had the questions and the answers. Um, and the next part would be taken over by Anamika.
Thanks, Shruti. So after this, we're just doing some embedding. I can just share my screen, show it to you. Okay, let's go to okay, embedding form. Okay, so here we're just importing all the required libraries, um, installing OpenAI, importing it, putting in our passkey. And here we just read the data frame. The data frame looks like this. As you can see, the questions and answers created are also in this data frame. The number of tokens are also displayed here. So what we're doing is we're taking chunks of the content from each extraction and we're embedding them. Okay. So here we're using embedding model text embedding ADA 002. And we are just creating a data frame one, which has the text, the extracted text, and the embedding. When we display it, looks like this. Okay, so we are storing these chunks and embeddings into a CSV form underscore embeddings. So after this, we will be going to question answering using the embedding. Okay, so now we have the embedded data here. After this, we'll be searching. Okay, now how do we search? We're going to make rankings of each string according to relatedness. We'll be using spatial data, distance cosine function for this, and we'll be giving rankings for each string. So here you can see for each extracted form, we have relatedness distance. So as you can see. So now we'll be asking questions. For that, we need number of tokens. We've defined a function for number of tokens, and we have also defined a function for query message. And finally, we are defining the ask function. Here we'll be giving the GPT model, we'll also be giving the data frame, we'll be giving the token budget, everything. So from the already formed question and answers, we are asking a question which is already formed, okay? It's obviously able to answer. After that, we'll ask a question which is not in the form, and we'll see. The answers are not very accurate, okay? So this is obviously because we have not specified any model here. Next, we will specify the model GPT-4 because you've already imported OpenAI, of course, and you've also given the passkey. So we can see questions that have not been formed before. New ambiguous questions are also being answered pretty accurately, actually. Mm, so we can see that the embeddings are working fine. The ask function is also working amazingly. Um, After this, we'll be making a fine-tuning model. So for that, we'll be going to okay, train Q&A. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the same data frame from the previous notebook. Here we're using scikit-learn model. And here you can see that we have divided the training and the testing data frames. This is mostly done because the API is a little expensive. As we are students, we have divided it to make it smaller, only 29 and 7 entries for testing and training. And we've also cleaned it a little bit, removing some characters. Okay, so we've also defined all the question and answer in this types. As we go ahead, we can see that the anything that is similar, we're getting it out of here, creating fine-tuning data set. And then we're creating a discriminator and a question answer function. Sorry, a model. Here we're just training it. So when the fine-tuning model starts, it gives a fine-tuning event ID. So when we go to the terminal, sorry, if we go to the terminal and put in a bash, sorry, a curl function, it'll give you all the details of that fine-tuning model. And as you can see here, this is the model created, ADA, personal because it's made for me. and this is the date and the time when it was created. It's the same with the discriminator. And we can see that when we use these newly created fine-tuned model and we are applying it to a question that is not even in the context, not even in our data frame. It's a new context that we have given, a new question related to this, and we've used one of the new found fine-tuned uh, model. It's giving us a yes or no value as we have asked of it here. And we're doing the same thing for new contexts and it's giving us the right answers, appropriate answers. You can also see that if you give a question and a very unrelated question from the context, it knows when to say there is insufficient context and there is sufficient content and a right answer. So as you can see, the training has been done really well and the fine tuning model is performing really well. So we can go ahead to the Streamlit app and the fast API portion. Sanya, please take over.
Thank you so much, Anamika. Now let me share my screen. All right. So this is our demo. As you can see, this is our final app. And we also use this app to produce two outputs. And so two fast APIs are used to get that data. One is for extraction of um, extraction of the content of the link. So let me just use the link. So this is the first API that we have deployed. And the second one is to get the answer for our question. Uh, yeah, so that's the answer. This is the second API in progress. And now let me take you to the deployment on Heroku. So as you can see, we have deployed our API and we can view it in the logs, how the app is built. Now I'll take you on the back end of everything of our app. Let's see if Heroku works. As you can see, this link is generated. This is exactly the link that we use to then we use it in our Streamlit to get the extraction. So as you can see, this is the Streamlit front end, and this is what the app is, what is used to produce the app. I hope you like our project.